Hey everybody, welcome back to the Toy Duo team. It's Saturday and we're going to talk about action figures and much, much more. Roll the music.
Hold tight.
I won't get rid of you guys off the screen this week.
Are they going to Chick-fil-A? They were like on their way to Chick-fil-A and this guy showed up.
I notice how bad the paint job I do is every time I watch it.
I love it when a plan comes together.
It's not like he got shot.
On your shelf.
All right,
He's
anyways.
got blood all over him. He's just like, he could be hemorrhaging. You know what I mean? He's just like, don't tell everybody I'm hemorrhaging.
We got Only Dan's here. Super Buffalo Sauce John.
I just had Chick-fil-A, so
I was gonna say, does that coincide with your dinner there?
With your chicken?
yeah, I got buffalo sauce and Texas Pete, mixed it together.
I was looking at it. I thought like McDonald's had some new barbecue sauce, and I was gonna go check it out because I was like, oh, somebody was making a video, but I wonder if it was like, you know how you ever see these videos of like these companies and they have these exclusive, like McDonald's has Happy Meals, and you see the videos and you're like, oh, that's cool. Then you realize, oh wait, they're not doing that in the States. They're doing that in another country.
Oh yeah.
Well, I wonder if that sauce is just international or whatever right now.
Jonathan's just rubbing it in.
Yeah.
Oh, that Jonathan, I swear. The A-Team guys were stopping at Temu delivery.
Nobody gave me a hard time about that Tomy as much as they're giving you a hard time about this.
It's fun.
Temu.
Temu. Yeah.
McRib is coming back. Is that what you?
Yeah. No, I saw dipping sauce for like nuggets, and it was like I think some. What?
You can't beat McDonald's barbecue sauce. I mean, I'm not even a fan of McDonald's, but I could probably chug some
the barbecue sauce. Yeah.
The McRib is kind of an interesting sandwich because the way that they make it, I don't really like it. But if you add a bunch of pickles, it's good.
Yeah. When I worked there, the McRib was the weirdest thing because when you see a raw McRib with no sauce before it's cooked and stuff, you're like, why does it have fake bones on it? You know what I mean? Like
all a marketing thing.
Yeah.
Thing.
Oh yeah. The shape, texture, visual.
Yeah.
All of it.
Yeah, it makes it. It's like a square piece of meat that's made to look like it's got bones in it, but it's like, why?
Because it's a rib sandwich.
I guess so, but
all right. Gary's Grills is here. He has a new logo. Tell us, Gary, is that made with AI?
Yeah. How'd you make your new logo, Gary? Was it AI?
Yeah. Jonathan Redmond is saying evening. It always throws me off. He says evening because it's like noon here, and then David R.
Live.
And there's some other people who haven't chimed in yet, but hopefully we'll get some.
8 o'clock. Yeah, I think it's 8 o'clock for Jonathan.
8 o'clock.
Yeah, the Big Mac sauce. Jonathan's right. That is.
Or
a combination of the two. Like if you have your Big Mac and your French fries, and you dip the French fries in the barbecue, chef's kiss.
We don't need those stupid things on our channel.
It's an interesting thing that you just said, French fries and barbecue sauce, because I did work at SeaWorld. And I used to go to lunch with this guy. And what he would do is he would get mayonnaise packets and ketchup packets. And he would mix them together and dip his fries in that.
And that's Big Mac sauce. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's basically like a Thousand Island or secret sauce, right?
Yeah.
No. Well, yeah, Thousand Island.
Kind of. I guess it's good.
Yeah, I guess, well, technically they add a little bit of, like, don't they add some of the spices in there that's in like I think Thousand Island is mayonnaise and Italian mixed together, right? So when you take the Thousand Island and add ketchup, that's what it ends up being with the McDonald's Big Mac sauce or something like that.
Probably. I mean, like when I worked at Jack in the Box, they had this thing called a mayo and onion sauce, and it was like mayo and onion. And then they had their secret sauce, which was basically just Thousand Island with like some relish, I think, in it or something like that.
Yeah, or a relish in it. Yeah, they put
Yeah,
something
and
there. Yeah.
and I don't even know if they have those anymore because I think they just went to straight mayonnaise and ketchup. Mayo and red sauce is pretty much how McDonald's makes Big Mac sauce.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Makes you wonder though, like, is there a difference? Like, is the Big Mac over there the exact same as the Big Mac here? Or did they change it for the taste differences?
Yeah,
Well, maybe, maybe there's a brown. Maybe it's mayo and brown sauce over there.
Right.
Not.
And if you go to McDonald's, do you get a Big Mac and chips, or do you get Big Mac and fries?
Exactly.
They get chips over there. Yeah.
Yeah. Which look exactly like French fries, right?
For us, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Royale with cheese.
Yeah, the Royale with cheese. Yeah.
That's hilarious. All right. Let's see. So this week we got some action figures and stuff like that, but let's do some crowdfund updates. So this is the Zujitsu Fighters, and it's their wave 2. They got the fox, the wolf, a couple of dogs. They currently have 25 backers at 3,500. I think that's about 6% or 5. Well, that thing says 5%, but I think since I took that screenshot, it's about 6 or 7%. It's off to a little bit of a slow start. So we'll see what happens with this one.
25, Vern?
What do you mean? 25 backers.
25? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was.
They still got a little ways.
Surprising that there's only 25 backers. Yeah.
Yeah, I know they're not. Their numbers reflect it, but it's just.
It's an interesting thing though, because like if you look at all the characters together, the uniforms and bodies are probably all very similar. So I wonder if that kind of doesn't, excite people or whatever. If they were looking for a bigger character like that, like maybe throwing a shark or something like that, if that would have helped it. And then you got to think about like the time, right? We're always talking about like, oh, Hasbro running multiple crowd funds. And I look at this, it's got 35 days to go, but I look at that Tron, it's got 10 days to go. And that thing really hasn't budged that much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens with the Zujitsu Fighters. But if you like Jiu-Jitsu action figures that are animals, there you go. That's the crowdfund for you. We'll take a look at this Odious again. That one's been doing okay. Last week it had $44,000 in pledges. This week it has $61,000 in pledges. It still has over $100,000 to go.
Yeah.
It just seems like a lofty goal for figures that are basically already made, and they're just doing new outfits for them.
And if he had picked a goal like the last guys, they would already be covered.
Yeah, I'm wondering how much of that $170,000 is just to do a windfall off the figure.
Yeah.
Huh. Anyways, a bad time of year for a tiny company to launch a Kickstarter. I agree, because you got other things going on, plus the holidays coming up, plus a government shutdown, all that stuff. You have people realizing they may have to pay 2 or 3 times in healthcare costs and stuff like that. So
yeah, that too. Anyone who's going, mine doubled. Mine went from it basically doubled. It's a little less than 2 times starting in February.
Moving into the holiday season, they're already talking about the cost of Thanksgiving. Is going to go up. Food, everybody's kind of like feeling the pinch there a little bit. So we'll see what happens. And here is the Tron HasLab. Last week it was at I said 11,200, but it wasn't. It's currently at 1,155 backers, which is basically 20 more, right? Than last week. Or 30 more. Is it 30?
Well, and remember John back.
Yeah, 30.
Yeah, and I canceled mine. So.
And I know that Steve Evans had an Instagram live video this morning where he showed that he had the tote and he would open it up, took all the figures out. It was apparently the first time he was actually ever seeing the prototypes. So I'm guessing he's putting together a video today and Hopefully he'll do something to show off how that like display looks with no additional stage lighting and stuff like that. And I'm wondering if like having them in hand and seeing it like practical, if he's still like, I guess, is required to have excitement over it. But I wonder if like
required to be
any
excited.
like real feelings come out about, oh man, what if we would have done this or that or something like that? You know what I mean? Or because there's still time to make a little bit of a pivot.
Yeah.
Anyways, we talked about this before. I don't want to go too much into it unless you guys want to. I did do a video of, I kind of called it coulda, shoulda, woulda. And I was like,
I really want to see this on the last day. I still have this weird feeling that you're going to suddenly get 9,000 backers on the very last day, in like the last half of the day. I just seriously think that like based on the last couple of HasLabs, how they miraculously passed. And I really do think that some executive said, if you guys are going to do HasLabs, they have to pass from now on. We can't have these failures because we get bad press and it causes our stock price to fluctuate and all this other stuff.
I don't know what bad press they get just in social media. I mean, like they do zero advertising.
Yeah,
right?
but
they do nearly zero promotion on their own, right? Except for the one guy who's involved in the brand, and you could see other people in the brand have bailed completely on it. I mean, this is the 375. It's Disney related little plug on Disney Plus, a little like commercial for it before the premiere, before a showing of Tron Ares in theaters. I don't know, could have done a whole lot of things.
Yeah.
I personally think they got to just rebrand and say, let's stop using the word HasLab, because that puts a lot of expectation on our crowdfund.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it'll be interesting to see Hasbro is doing Kickstarter next year.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Next. You never know.
What did Dean say he was doing? He's actually doing Christmas lights.
Christmas
lights.
Yeah.
It's raining here today, so I will not.
Hey, we got rain too.
Yeah.
Kind of off and on.
All right. So I think overall, I think they should have reconsidered this light board and the pricing. And here's what I was say. I will say this. So even if they make additional pieces of this, like later on, like time release of something, in the movie Tron, the main characters rode 3 different colored light cycles, an orange one, a yellow one, and a red one. And the three bad guys rode blue ones. The red
that's right. The bad
program
guys
rode 3 blue ones.
Yeah, they had the blue.
So unless you buy 3 HasLabs, because of what they've said previously, that you will never get the HasLab version again. You will never be able to get 2 more blue light cycles. Unless they go back on what all the things that they've been saying. So there's no way, unless you buy 3 HasLabs, to ever recreate any of those scenes, light cycle scenes in Tron. Except for like the one of like the 2 cars racing side by side, but you'll never be able to put 3 blues pitting against the yellows, red, and orange.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's why I think they should have just said, hey, we're going to use a crowdfund to launch this, and then we'll have opportunities to pick up extra bikes and extra characters. So I did this thing in Toy Talk. I know there's a couple of different things. We'll see how this goes. So we've been watching the price of action figures go up.
Yeah.
So I thought it was interesting. I kind of posted this on Twitter this week based on something that Dean posted. He goes to Walmart, and every year it seems like finds the Red Ryder BB guns and makes a short video, or he did a long video when he shot his eye out. But what I thought was interesting was the price.
Yeah.
So from 4 years ago, basically to 1 year ago, that BB gun went up $1.50.
Yeah.
And then just in the last year, it went up $10.
Yep.
So I think that because it's kind of an innocuous item, right? Kind of shows a little bit of how costs have gone up recently. You know what I mean? Because we always talk about like price increase, price increase. And we've seen it in like the main collecting stuff, but this is not really like, it's kind of a seasonal type of item. But it's interesting how like in just the last year it went up $10.
Oh,
Yeah.
exponentially. Yeah. I mean, what's the percentage of that? That's
I don't know. So do you guys think
30?
that's related to import costs or whatever? Or I always figured the Red Ryder BB gun was made here, but maybe it's not.
Yeah, 20. So you're going from like a 2% increase to a 25% increase.
Yeah. And that clearly could just be the additional import costs, right?
The tariffs and whatever.
Yeah. So I thought that was kind of interesting just to point it out. I don't know what kind of conversation we would have about that at all. But
probably
I don't think I can. The thing is, if it was still $29.97, I was gonna go get one, but now that it's $39, I'm gonna have to like wait till it's $50.
Yeah, these will all be on clearance, I think.
Yeah, probably. I'm not even sure that they have these at Walmart in California. All right.
It's probably, I'm sure they're probably banned. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's got lead in it.
All right. So the Lucas Museum of Narrative Art announced that they're going to be opening their doors in September of 2026. Are you guys all familiar with this Lucas Museum of Narrative Art that's being built in LA and put together?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is a snapshot of some actual life-size props that are going to be there, like a display. And just to kind of show it along with this picture, you can see the people in the photo. So they are going to have life-size
speeders. Look at that.
Speeders and stuff like that to see in the displays.
Now, will the backgrounds not be white like that? Will they be like a scene from the movie, or?
I think they're going to be just like that. So to focus on the actual prop, I think there's going to be a picture of the speeder behind up there, right? Like
it is.
Yeah. This looks like it's a picture of the actual display.
Yeah. Because it looks that looks fine here the way this is done, but those speeders just against a white wall just look weird to me.
Right? Does it kind of takes you right out of the feel of Star Wars, but in a way, I guess it hits two notes in my head when I saw this picture, right? Like, oh, the filmmaking aspect of building props and stuff like that, because you do dioramas for your action figures, you see them, you know they're scaled down, and to see these actual full size scales that were used in the movies or whatever, I think are kind of, it's a cool way to see how something goes from being written on paper to being filmed and put up on screen to tell a story. So I think it's kind of cool. I don't know how much it will take away, but it looks to be really cool. And the more I've been like looking at the museum information, it's not going to be just Star Wars stuff.
That's the way the building looks. That's pretty cool.
Looks like a big spaceship from
it does. It's
angles.
Like
very unique design. They're gonna have so many like.
Is it all like sci-fi or
no?
Well, what did they call it? Lucasfilm? Did they call it Lucasfilm?
It's the Lucas Museum of Narrative Art. Yeah, and the co-CEOs are Lucas and his wife.
So it doesn't have to even just be related to science fiction either.
It's not going to be related to just science fiction or just stuff George Lucas does, because there's going to be a Frida Kahlo thing in there. They have an area for Frazetti, and stuff like that. It's about,
narrative art.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So it looks really cool. I'm super
And
excited.
probably an area for rotating exhibits.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty cool. Yeah.
So this is going to be in LA, and I got to tell you, I'm really looking forward to it. And this is something that I'll probably try to go.
How far is that for you?
It'll be like a 2.5 hour drive at most.
2.5. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe 3 hours with traffic.
Yeah.
So, I mean, day trip, right?
Do you know where that is in LA?
I
don't.
No, I didn't look at the actual address.
Yeah.
Because it's not open, so there's no point in me.
Okay. That's not a.
It's not.
So is that a render or is that a real?
That's the real thing.
Yeah.
That picture's the real thing. These are actual pictures. But it doesn't.
The other thing is
open.
those speeders don't look finished. Like,
Yeah.
if that's how they use them in the movie, does that like the details that's on them in the movie, are those added in post-production? Like,
probably along with all the backgrounds and stuff. These things probably sat in front of blue screens or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, and some sort of a pivot. It's going to be really cool to see, and just to get the idea of how something was made. I don't know. I think it's really cool.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah. So, wonder if this would be like a destination thing. Would you think there's going to be people like planning trips to LA just to go to this museum?
I mean, I would consider it, because I've only been to LA twice, I think, in my life, and I would consider, but it wouldn't be just for this. It'd be like kind of a thing where I've been to LA like 4 times, because that's where Anaheim is, right?
Right. So maybe you take you do a Disneyland trip, but you make sure that you factor in some time to get here. Universal Studios, I got to go to this other museum. Maybe during Comic-Con, you just, Comic-Con's usually Wednesday through Sunday. So you like plan your trip to arrive in LA and spend 2 days up there and go to the museum and then come down to San Diego.
San Diego, yeah.
Mr. B.
I would do it for Universal.
Yeah. All right. I thought that was pretty cool. I just wanted to mention that they're opening it up in September of next year.
Did you say what was the square footage? Do you know?
I don't know what the square footage of that is.
I mean, just looking at it from
it looks big. Yeah.
Yeah, it's sizable for being all inside, right? There's no outside attraction.
Yeah, and that's probably multiple floors. You know what I mean? Like,
I didn't think about that. Yeah. It's big enough. Yeah, you're right.
You look like at the bottom there, that's probably an entrance or something with that glass, and then there's multiple floors inside. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. It looks pretty cool. There's some other angles. I had some other pictures. This is just the one that I chose to put in this thing.
Yeah.
So, the other thing that happened this week was KITH did a release of some Marvel Legends and Jada toys or whatever, branded action figures, and they were about $45 on their website, sold out nearly immediately from what I could tell, and they're reselling for well over $100 on eBay.
What?
So
that's crazy. Yeah, those are sold prices, aren't they? The green.
Yes, that's what I did. I went to the sold.
Holy crap!
So they do have stores, right? So there are people that were.
And these were typically the same that they were doing with their Street Fighter series, and this is like looking at it as Street Fighter, like Capcom versus Marvel or whatever it was. That was a Street Fighter game essentially that had Marvel characters versus the Street Fighter characters.
Right. We'll take a closer look at the figures in the reveals or whatever. The idea of them having like the brand, the KITH brand on the figures and on the packaging. But I think it's like really interesting because KITH is kind of like what they call streetwear fashion, or kind of falls into that category. And are you guys familiar with this whole streetwear? Or
well, not since I was a kid. I mean, I was when Stussy and Vision and those were doing them, and when we were skateboarding as youngsters.
You know when like Eric will be on and he would talk about Roosevelts?
Yeah.
Okay, so and he's like, oh, if you're at Comic-Con, just check out the Roosevelts and stuff like that. And it's kind of like they have these like limited items, and so their quality. Apparently, KITH has a bunch of like brand, like they work across brands, but their clothing and stuff like that, which is kind of what they're known for. I think they started with shoes. It's quality and comfortable, supposedly, right? But you'll see that like one of these Marvel versus Capcom shirts was like $75 or something like that on their website for like a t-shirt. And I'm like, yeah, I don't think I mean, I go to Target and I buy these for like $12 or whatever they are. Yeah. So for me to
I just bought the Fantastic Four one at Walmart for $8.
Yeah. So Jonathan, there you go. He's saying KITH is a pop culture version of Supreme. And yeah, so I kind of wanted to mention that if you guys have ever watched this show on Netflix called The Patriot Act, they did an episode. He did an episode where he talked about Supreme, and it was like these very limited, exclusive kind of items, and then they would come out with like a launch. There would be a drop. Everybody would rush to go get it. Half the people that got them would resell them on secondary markets for 3 or 4 times what they were paying for them. And because they're so exclusive, right? Like, and limited, it's like people want them. You know what I mean? We talk about convention. And the only way I relate this kind of is like the convention exclusives, right? Like, so it used to be more that convention exclusives where you could only get them at the convention. So they were highly sought after. There was a limited supply. And so that's kind of what drove the value of a convention exclusive a little bit. Now it's like nobody wants the convention exclusive. They just want everybody to have everything. So they just call it an exclusive and then just make a bunch of them. And then they can't even sell out of them on their website, i.e. Cold Slither.
Yeah.
Worked out great.
Yeah. So these things are sold out quickly and the resale is high. And then I just wonder, are action figure collectors buying these?
I'm questioning that. I mean, I don't know. And that's
I don't know. I mean,
or are people just buying because they got to have that limited edition?
Do we know anybody who bought one?
I don't. Well, I seen it on social media, people saying, hey, I got my order in, blah, blah, blah. Here's my in-hand pictures when they went to a store or something like that.
Did anybody get these? Did anyone get one of these in the chat?
Yeah, did anybody
in our group of people buy these?
Yeah, that's a good question. If anybody's got or went on the website or whatever and got a KITH branded item, why did you get it?
I don't know anybody that.
Yeah, see, I had no interest, but it was partially because, like, the only one I probably would have bought would have been Wolverine, but I'm at a point where I feel like I have enough different versions of Wolverine. I didn't need this one. And
that's the thing too.
And higher price tag, I was like, I don't need it.
Are you sure you didn't want the green Captain America?
No, I never would have.
Fighting for. Oh no, that's Superman, Truth, Justice, and the American way. Like Captain America in green, fighting for clean energy, and and the atmosphere. Ricardo saying, nope, I've never heard of KITH. Jonathan saying a few people on Twitter posted about having them. No one I know. And I blocked them right away from me.
Right away from me.
So it's a real interesting thing to me because it's like they might be cool in the moment, right? With that brand and stuff like that, but
maybe
in 5 years, is it going to really be
something
people are like looking forward to? Or when you get out of your like 20s, are you going to be in your 40s going, hey, look, I got this KITH? You know what I mean? It's just a weird kind of. But
it's kind of like my feeling that, like, people always talk about like how long are things going to hold a value,
right?
And I personally think that toys are going to follow along with what we've seen with comic books. Okay, the very first appearance of any character in a comic book holds its value and keeps going up. But the common books, like if you look at, like I'm at a point where I'm starting to sell my Fantastic Four and my Thor and Iron Man because I've got the whole run of these. And the ones that held their value are the ones that were the first appearances of certain characters. But the common books in between, like issue 52 or something, you know what I mean? They're actually going down in value from what they were 20 odd years ago. And it's because they're not a key issue that has anything. Today, people want to collect only the first appearances. They're not interested in getting all 300 comics in a run. They only want the key issues that have those special things. So I'm actually seeing the in-between comics going down in value, where the key comics are going up in value. And like the collector's market for comics is changing. Instead of people wanting to get the whole run, they're getting just those specific issues that have value and continue to grow.
And that is an interesting thing that you're saying, John, because what comic collectors that are collecting that way might be missing is that if you collected like issues 74 through 87, that's kind of a story arc.
Yeah, they don't.
You know what I mean? So you might collect the one issue, but you're missing the story arc.
Yeah, they're not buying them to read. They don't care about the story arc. But I'm wondering if toys will follow the same suit. The first time those characters were made into a toy are the toys that will always hold value and go up.
No.
So the Kenner Luke Skywalker from 1977, 78 is always going to keep going up, especially on card, and will always hold its value. The very first Deadpool that was in, like, was it Secret? I think Deadpool was the Toy Biz one. That one is going up and will continue to go up. But the ones they're making now that are in Marvel Legends, I don't really think that these are going to hold their value. I have a feeling they're going to go down. Like 50 years from now, they're going to be worth $5.
Yeah, you know? I disagree with kind of what you said in principle, but I understand what you're saying about like key figures, right? When you're talking about Kenner Star Wars, I feel like Kenner Star Wars figures are a little bit of a they're in their own category of figure because they mark a point in people's memories of when movies kind of changed for them. You know what I mean? Like my generation or whatever that saw Star Wars for the first time when you were under 10 or whatever. It really kind of like changed this sci-fi adventure space cowboy, and then to get those toys in hand in that same time period holds a different kind of like value when there was no property behind like the toy, right? Like the toys were spawned by a movie property that excited people, and then to get those figures. So I feel like I almost want to take Star Wars out of it, and I will tell you.
But then you could even go to G.I. Joe.
Well,
the very first G.I. Joe figures are always going to be worth more than any classified ones.
See, this is where we're going to differ, because you're talking about 3 3/4 inch G.I. Joes, and when you say G.I. Joe, the first G.I. Joe, I'm thinking of 1960 12-inch G.I. Joe. And yeah, those are definitely more valuable than the ones in the 90s, but they did not have that cartoon property behind them, right? Like G.I. Joe was built to be, the cartoon was built to be a commercial for their toys, which paired them together. So it kind of started a different sort of toy evolution in a way. But I will tell you this, like from what I feel, that Kenner Star Wars figure you're talking about is not going to hold its value when you and I are no longer collecting them.
You don't think so?
No, because there's a whole generation of like 10-year-olds now that when they get to be our age are going to care less for a carded Kenner Luke Skywalker.
Then why do we care about Superman when we weren't alive when it was made?
Because Superman has stood the test of time.
So you don't think Star Wars will stand the test of time?
Some of Star Wars will stand the test of time, but the toys won't.
Why? Why would the toys be different than a comic book?
Okay, well, which Superman toy are you super anxious to go find on a secondary market? The Mego one?
I mean, you'd think that the first one would be the one that holds its value.
Do you have one?
No, I don't have a Mego.
Are you interested in looking for it?
No, I'm more interested in getting the Secret Powers one because
okay, so that's
superpowers because those
right because that's
one.
from your childhood, your time, right? Like, and when you're not, when you and I are not around, superpowers. Who's going to care about them?
Yeah. I mean, I see the point, but part of me is just like, then why do we care about the first Superman comics? I wasn't alive in the 30s. I didn't get those when I was a kid, so why do I care about them?
Because just look behind you.
My Superman should have been the stuff from the 80s when I was a kid.
Turn around and look behind us. We all have a problem.
Yeah. But what I'm getting at is that
that's why we gotta have that
logic. By that logic, I should only care about comics from the 80s and up, maybe the 70s.
I'm going to tell you what
if I came across a Superman comic from the 30s, I'd be excited, and I'd love to have it.
Here's what I'm going to say about the comic book, because now you're not talking about toys anymore. You're talking about comic books. A comic book is a piece of art. Just like somebody wants a Rembrandt or a Van Gogh and can't afford it, but they want to hang that on their wall, or a Bansky or whatever. People want to have a piece of art history, right? Superman comic book is a piece of art history along with a story. So a very first Superman or Spider-Man or whatever, the creation of that character, that's why people want the first releases. Those are pieces of comic art history, and art is different than a toy.
But you don't think
except for
have that same...
when you see this custom $6 million man action figure, this is a piece of art that will stand the test of time.
But you don't think that the artwork on a packaging is going to have that?
No, because half of collectors throw the packaging out.
Taking a picture didn't get thrown out.
No, taking a picture
going to hold your value.
Taking a picture of a movie still and sticking it on a piece of cardboard is not a piece of art.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that He-Man and G.I. Joe, those card backs are works of art. I do.
Right. I mean, maybe the G.I. Joe ones because they were drawn or whatever.
So was the Master Universe. Those boxes were drawn, painted.
Jonathan says the Kenner stuff were made to be toys. The amount that are pristine on card would be small. Adult collectibles are aimed at collectors these days, and more people are holding on to resell for later. I agree with that because there's a finer amount, right? Yeah. So that's a good point.
And what I am talking about is not the loose figure. I am talking about the
have zero connection to Kenner. This is kind of my point. Kids today don't have any connection with Kenner and the Star Wars figures at that time. So my 5-year-old grandson, when he's 25, the only reason he's going to even like the old Star Wars figures is because they look cool on my wall, but he's more interested in the Maximum Series Hulk.
But that's kind of what I'm saying about comic books. Like, I understand the logic that you guys are saying, but then I don't understand why we all hold a value. Like, every one of us sees the value in a comic from the 30s when we weren't alive. We should have that same feeling towards comics in the 30s if that were true across the board. Because you and I were not even alive at then. You know what I mean? So why should we care about that?
But you're not talking about a toy. You're talking about a comic.
I just think that a packaged toy is still going to hold that value regardless. Only the first ones. Like these Black Series and Marvel Legends stuff that's being put out today are going to be worthless. Yes.
Okay.
I completely think that. But I think the first toys are going to hold their value.
Yeah. While we're around to collect them.
But I even think
if they're hard to find.
I even think beyond that.
I think that as adult collectors, we keep saying we want more creatures. We want them to finish the New Hope, Black Series, whatever, the Empire Strikes Back. Give me all those figures because those are the movies I connect with. My grandson's like, more interested in the Mandalorian TV show, and maybe like he's seen some of the Star Wars, but maybe he's not so interested. My granddaughters went to the theater and watched like The Force Awakens and Rise of Skywalker with me. Those are the ones that they're in tune to. So there's no Kenner version of Rey. You know what I mean? So they're not going to be looking for the Rey action figure, even though that's maybe or Finn or whoever. But for like a collector who gets behind like the original Star Wars and has like these Black Series Lukes and stuff and knows, oh, wow, they were some old figures. Are they really going to want them after seeing these fully articulate or these fully detailed and very articulated action figures to go back and get a 5 POA figures? No, I don't think so. The comic book is different and the characters are different. I mean, they just made a Superman movie that just blew the box office to Kingdom Come, right? Those characters are kind of going to live on as long as there's a good story behind them, in my opinion.
I think you meant articulable, didn't you?
I'm sorry?
I think you meant articulable, didn't you?
Yeah, probably. Where's G-Force when I need him to correct me? But I get what you're saying, John. I mean, like, it would be nice to feel that they're going to retain their value forever, but I just feel like we're going to get to a point where like younger people just don't want to have this.
And then by that token, then eventually comics will be the same way then.
Yeah, because
we'll eventually go to zero also. Well,
I read comics. When was the last time you think I went to a comic book store and actually bought an actual physical comic book?
I mean, I don't know. I went last week, but
right. Like I think the last physical comic I got was it was a Godzilla Versus or something because I just wanted to take my grandson to the comic book store. But the thing is, I do the Marvel Unlimited and stuff, and I do a lot of like digital comic reading.
Yeah.
So I don't need.
I do expect any day. I'm actually surprised it's lasted this long. The printed comic. I really thought by now, Marvel or DC or someone would have said we're going all digital now, because I just don't see the value that a company could get out of paying the money to print those comics when they can just put them on a digital platform and get the same or more, out of a monthly service fee. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I think putting your hedge fund behind here, Jonathan, gold. I think putting your 401k behind action figures is not a good move.
Yeah.
The market's too volatile. But
I think we'll just have to wait and see. But the unfortunate thing is, none of us will ever get an answer to this question because it all depends on what happens after we all die.
I am trying to broker a deal with this for this DeLorean right now that has a flux capacitor in it. If I get that, I'll tell you.
Yeah, you might be able to come back in time and tell us. Yeah,
I would. Yeah, I wish. Right. All right.
Because that's the unfortunate thing. We'll never get an answer to this argument because we're talking about something that happens after all of us die, and I don't. And it's like we're all going to be dead, so we'll never know.
That's true. But I think it's a really good conversation, especially with stuff like this popping up, right? Like this is obviously geared towards a collector of branded type item, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah. I definitely don't think you absolutely should not invest in any modern toys. You shouldn't be spending $135 for that Wolverine. Like that's definitely, I think within like 10 years, that's going to go down to $5.
Well, I mean, that's for your collection. But if buying that Wolverine makes you happy, then make yourself happy.
Sure. Yeah.
But if you're not familiar with like the kind of concepts behind that whole streetwear and collectible, this is like an excellent episode of Patriot Act that's on Netflix about Supreme. And if you watch any of the episodes or none of the episodes, this one I would recommend just to understand the marketing and concepts behind that type of marketing. It's a really good episode. I think somebody actually has it uploaded to YouTube also, but for people who just would rather watch on YouTube. All right. This is part of the show we like to call Bragging Camp. Does anybody have anything that they would like to show off or talk about this week?
I don't.
Something then. Here we go.
Oh, you got something, John? All right.
The video just went up today on this, and I'm very impressed by it. This is the combiners, the Age of the Primes combiner for
you finally put it all together.
The aerial bots. And what's impressive about it is in previous models, no matter what, the Combiner Wars, the original one we had as a kid, the Armada ones from the 90s, the stuff from Cybertron in the 2000s, like you could not play with this figure once you put it together. And if you did this and shook it around like this, the figure would fall apart, his arms, legs. But this guy has full articulation, bendable knees, arms, everything. I mean, like, if you did this with any previous version, it would have fallen apart and just been a mess. But this guy is built to be played with. It's solid. It's done exactly like the cartoon where the jets are in the back, actually. So for once, it's cartoon accurate. It's it looks just like the cartoon. This looks like a cartoon styled figure. And I am thoroughly and absolutely impressed by this because I never thought I would see a fully articulated combiner that actually worked, you know, in my life. And here it is. These jets come off, they connect together, and they transform into a smaller robot. So they actually, and the small robots and jets look just like they do in the cartoons as well. So they didn't even compromise on the smaller guys to make the big one look right. It looks perfect all the way through. You know what I mean? So it's just unbelievable how good they're getting with their designs on these. In the past, you would have had to have gone to a third-party company, you know, or some fan-made project or whatever to get one of these that's done this well. And now the actual official stuff from Hasbro is coming out this good.
So let me ask you a question. To build that thing, how much did it cost?
25, 25, 25, 25, and was he like 40 or something? So 140, 150.
You spent $140 in an action figure, but you won't let people spend $130 on Wolverine.
This is 3 times as tall as Wolverine.
I was going to say,
and 5. You get 5 Wolverines in this, all right?
Yeah. And you know what? You did not shake around that dinosaur thing you had a couple of weeks ago.
No, I wouldn't. They would have fallen apart.
All right, what else you got?
That's it. I mean, I have Devastator also, but he's way over there.
All right. And then in an episode of making my figures very artistic so that they will retain their value, I did do this kind of custom, supposed to be Burt Reynolds from Smoke and the Bandit. So got a little hat on him.
$135 on the secondary market.
Basically, it's the Pedro Pascal head sculpt. I just painted the hair black and gave him a thick mustache and thicker eyebrows. It's Shipwreck. So I did just painted the shirt red and got rid of the tattoo. And then
look at that.
There it is.
Yeah.
This is actually
is that one of the with the metal wheels on the bottom?
They should be gold. They should have painted them.
Yeah,
gold,
but I mean, it's a metal rod on the bottom, right?
Yeah. So.
It's a little bit more sophisticated than that.
Yeah, the wheels are plugged in, but it's Processed Plastics is the company. So in the 80s, they made these like.
Yeah, we had those in the 80s. Yeah.
And scales. I lost the hat. Anyway, scales pretty good. Not perfect, but close enough for, just making a little custom. So
Jonathan, those Battlestar were 3-inch figures for $500. That's a totally different thing.
Yeah. All right. Smokey and the Bandit. Oh, that's hilarious.
Snowman and Fred. Yeah.
He got a Smokey and the Bandit. You know, it's interesting how, like, when you do you guys get caught up in this too? When you start talking about something, and the next thing you know, you start seeing videos about it all the time.
Oh no, it's because your phone is always listening to you. My dad and I tested it in the car one day. I had an argument with him because I said, yeah, your phone is always listening to you because that's how they know what to recommend. And he's like, no, they don't. And I said, okay, sit here for the next 15 minutes and talk to me about bananas. And Dad was like, what? And I said, just keep saying the word bananas and how much you like bananas. He's like, I'm not going to talk to you about bananas. And then we get home. So we got into an argument in the car about bananas and whether we were going to talk about it or not. And then we got home and Dad opened up his thing and he goes, John, you're not going to believe this. YouTube just sent me a video about bananas.
And then 20 minutes later, DoorDash shows up with his banana order. Now, the interesting thing about these processed plastics cars, by the way, is that this one I had is a silver one, and you could see that the eagle's not in great shape. I actually peeled this off to paint the thing, but I think I'm going to just probably get like one of those vinyl stickers.
Yeah, can't you get a label like that or something?
And just make it and then change it. But at one point I thought about selling that car. So I was looking around and these things were only selling for like 20, 25 bucks, maybe like a year and a half ago. And then I decided, well, it's not really worth any. I'll just hold on to it. And now when I look for them, they're like $75 to $100. Yeah. And I think that the 1/12 scale action figure market has kicked these up in price. Because now people are aware of them and they want 1/12 scale vehicles. So people are now looking to these. I have a Corvette too.
How well does a 6-inch fit in that, by the way? Have you?
I have some pictures. I'm not going to struggle to get him in there, but like I'll just show you the picture that I have on my phone. If I cut the T-top portion off, it's a little easier to get him in there. But I don't have the T-top off. Well, this is a video.
Well, that looks good.
Yeah. I mean, you just need him to stand next to it for
So I thought it turned out okay. I mean, I could have taken some more time on the paint work, but didn't do that.
Which Corvette?
I have a Corvette.
So I'm
thinking. I'm sorry.
What year?
I took a picture with processed plastics Corvette too. It's white. It's got this like a gas station logo on it. I think it's like it might be like an 80s version or something because I don't think it's like the older one, but I feel like long hood. I feel like if I painted it and made a Crockett and Tubbs, it would still go well with a Miami Vice type of thing. And I know they have a Ferrari, and I was thinking about the Ferrari, but we'll see.
I think we had a generic like General Lee back then when we were.
Yeah, they have one also. They have one of those.
One,
All right, so this is the TV and movie news you didn't actually know you wanted. The sequel to Now You See Me, Now It's Upside Down is out.
Yeah. It's like the third movie in that series, right?
Yeah. So I didn't actually see the other two, so I'm hoping this one will just disappear from theaters quickly.
I saw the other two. They're not that bad.
I did too. Yeah, we've probably watched them like 4 times a piece.
I'm just messing. I just took advantage of saying that.
I won't see it in this new one in the theaters or pay for it, but I mean, I'll watch it when it comes out for free somewhere.
Yeah,
I'm debating. I might go to the theater.
What about The Running Man? Anybody running out to the theater?
I didn't even know that was coming out until Dino mentioned it to me the other day, and then I was like, "Well, what's the point if it doesn't have Arnold?"
Well, because they got the new guy who's now in like everything.
Okay.
They really are trying to make this guy like a blockbuster superstar by giving him a bunch of roles in these like kind of action movies and stuff like that.
He's in Twisters. He's in Maverick, Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah.
What's Nobody 2?
He was in the new Twister movie.
Oh yeah, was that him in Twister 2?
Yeah.
When two cows flew by instead of one.
Yeah, he's got a show on I think Hulu where he plays like a football player. And
Powers?
What, Glenn Powell? Yeah. And
Chad Powers, I think.
Chad Powers, yeah, where he kind of like bungles his way out of the league or something like that, college football or something, and then he wears a disguise and goes on as a walk-on at some university. And he plays like a little kind of nerdy dude. I guess it teaches him how to be nice or something like that. I think I want to see both of those, but I don't feel like I'm running to the theater to watch them. And then, has anybody seen Nobody One?
I feel like I may have seen Nobody before.
Okay, I did see Nobody.
It's two on a service.
It's on Peacock now. Yeah, so you can watch Nobody, I believe, on Peacock. Nobody 2. I'll probably watch it because now it's free, right? Like, and
it's fun. It's fun.
Yeah,
both of them are great.
They are. So you saw it, Dan?
Oh yeah, I love them. We love.
Okay. I think he's a, and then the girl that was in Better Call Saul has a show on Apple TV Plus, Pluribus.
Okay.
And it seems bizarre, but I'm still gonna watch it. Now this movie Up in the Corner with, was it Kevin James?
And Reacher, right?
Yeah.
I watched half of it last night, but then I was getting tired and falling asleep, so I went to bed. I'll watch the other half tonight.
All right, it's on Prime, I think.
Prime, yeah, it was on Prime.
Dan, did you?
I still don't understand I haven't got to the point of what's wrong with this kid. Like, who is he? There's something special about that kid that's next to.
Eventually, Dan, you'll be able to answer that question.
Yeah, the trailer didn't really. I mean,
no, they want it. I think the movie sets it up like it's a big mystery who this kid is. I'm thinking he's an alien or an AI robot.
I didn't even know anything about the kid. I mean, the trailer I watched just
because the kid is like extremely fast. He's stronger with one arm than like most people are with their most adult. Like he's stronger than Reacher. The kid was throwing adults across the room and stuff. So I'm going like, oh my God, this kid is either an alien or he's an AI robot or something. And Reacher, because Reacher just stole him. That's the premise of the show. Because he thought he was being kidnapped by these guys or they were treating him wrong. But I haven't got to the point in the movie where I figured out what's special about the kid. So,
all right.
It's a big
so
mystery.
Dan, I'm guessing based on the response I heard, you did not get a chance to watch this.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I watched all about it, so now I don't have to.
I'm sorry?
I said John just told me all about it, so now I don't have to.
Yeah.
Well, except for who the kid is.
He gave you the first half of the movie.
Yeah, we didn't know who the kid is yet. That's the big mystery.
I watched probably a little more than John and stopped watching, not because I was physically tired. I was just mentally too tired to watch any more of this movie.
So,
like that, huh?
I got to tell you, I don't mean to turn anybody off. It seems like kind of fun. I mean, it's not crude or anything for the most part. There's some,
it's an action movie for what I've seen so far.
Or whatever,
action comedy. There's a little bit of comedy. Yeah.
There's a little bit of comedy. It feels like, it felt like to me like they were forcing it to be a comedy. Like, hey, we got this action movie. Let's make it a comedy because we're never going to be able to pay for really good stunts and stuff like that. So it's going to look cheesy. So we'll just make it a comedy.
Yeah, make it more of a comedy. Yeah. Yes, and some of the explosions totally don't match the background or whatever. Yeah.
But like, you ever watch a movie where somebody's just like way over the top?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So it just felt like you're being excessive here.
Yeah, they both are. Both the actors are being over the top.
Even without watching the end, I will tell you that I think before they showed certain scenes, I think I kind of figured
you
it
know
out.
What's going on with the kid? Okay, yeah.
So
1 to 10. 1 to 10. What would you?
We didn't finish. Neither one of us finished it yet.
I mean, so far.
Considering I turned it off and I don't plan on watching the end.
See, I plan on going back to watch the end. I will watch it.
I give what I
watch it after this sometime.
Yeah, I'll give what I seen 4.5.
See, I give what I've seen so far a 6 or 7. We'll see how that adjusts once I get to the end.
Yeah,
but I do want to finish it and get to the end. Yeah.
Let me tell you what I get real critical, and I'm not a movie maker or anything like that, but I get like this really weird thing. Like there was this show, I think also on Prime, where the guy's a spy, he's in Korea, and then his daughter's like a hit woman, and he kind of saves her from that life or whatever. But there's like one scene where they're like at like some sort of a checkpoint, and he jumps in the car, slams it in reverse, and they got this close up of him in the car, and he's peeling out like he's turning the steering wheel, like he's flipping the car around. And then when they do the long shot, it literally is like this real calm backwards U-turn. But from inside the car, they made it look like he was like, you know, flipping the car around or whatever. So, but then the exterior view was like some casual type thing. And I was like, okay, it didn't match. So in this one, there's one scene where he kind of like makes a turn, like a 180 kind of turn, and the guy's like right there, and he turns, and the door is supposed to be right next to him, so he gets in the car, and they have the long shot of him walking in the car coming, and then at the scene where the car's making the turn, the dude's nowhere in the frame, so obviously for safety he wasn't in the frame, but then after the turn, all of a sudden he's like right there. Yeah, it took me out of it.
Yeah, it's that kind of bad. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. All right. Anyways,
the woman with the knife was awesome. Yeah.
Sorry to blow holes in all the movies.
It's a fun action film with a little bit of comedy so far.
When I saw it, like,
but I will say, if it turns out to be a regular kid and he's not an alien or a robot, I'm going to be like, well, what the hell was going on? How did he throw those people across the room? You know?
Well, he worked out.
So
no, I don't know.
Then my numbers are going to go down from 7 down to
I mean, if it's Alan Richardson's kid, you know.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. That's true. I mean, it's a good concept for sure. Maybe I should just watch the end of it and just get the full thing out of it. I did watch this thing on Netflix about President Garfield.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that. Was that any good?
Yeah, you know, it's only 4 episodes. It basically follows him through getting nominated to be president, becoming president, and the assassination, basically.
The assassination, yeah.
Yeah, and it's a little 1800s political of early America, so it's actually pretty good.
But again, no aliens or AI robots.
No, nothing like that. Nothing like that. All right, so break out your pocketbooks, everybody, because this is the section you've been waiting for. This is the hot or not section. The toys revealed that you did not know you needed. So by the time this segment is over, you will have spent your entire month's budget on action figures.
All right, let's go.
So Masters of the Universe went up for pre-order, and luckily this time around they have the Burger King.
Yes.
I saw that. Rubble. Oh, wait.
Who with a flower?
Who was this guy, John? Who was the king, dude?
Burger King with a flower. Yeah.
Oh, it's actually a Motu.
Oh, no, it's King Randor. King Randor. Yeah.
Oh, I was like, where's his ring? Does he turn his magic ring and then magically they're at Burger King? Anyway, so Masters of the Universe went up for pre-order if you are Masters of the Universe fans.
It's a good-looking Randor. Yeah. If you've been collecting the cartoon line all along, I could see this as a must-have.
I agree. I think it looks pretty good. I'm just making fun of them for the look of it because honestly, I saw this picture first and I was like, they made a Burger King figure?
It really does.
Who came first? Was it the Burger King or was it King Randor?
That's a good question. Probably.
Yeah, like who copied who? You know, like.
Well, I think Burger King was made because of Ronald McDonald.
Yeah, and that had to be before the 80s, right?
Could have been right around the same. Yeah, I'd have to do some historical research, but
we'd have to
be interesting. So, Motu figures, if you're interested.
And are those seriously the next wave of Thundercats? Because we already got Lion-O and Panthro. So why are we getting them again? Where's Wily Kit and Wily Cat?
Yeah, good question.
You know what I mean? I didn't get those two. Those are the last two I needed. Yeah. Now we're getting duplicates already. And I'm like, I don't want those.
All right. So if you are a fan of or if you're one of the 10 billion people who watch the K-pop zombie monster hunters, whatever they
I
are.
could not get through the movie. I was just
This
like, good
is
Lord,
the
this is horrible.
3-pack of what it sounds like action figures. They are $150.
Wow. Wow.
All right. Gary says the Burger King was established in 1955.
All right.
Yeah.
So He-Man copied Burger King.
Yeah. All right. So no on the hunters there. The Cape.
No.
No.
You went to the theater?
No, this was a Netflix. Like everybody watched it on Netflix.
I couldn't make it through the movie. I was like, why does everybody like this so much? I don't get it.
Yeah.
The songs are terrible.
This is coming up for pre-order on Mattel Creations. The Shadows of the Wolf.
Wow.
Ooh. So if you're a fan of
Was this an episode?
Werewolf by Night, this is the Motu version.
I don't remember. Was this in an episode? Did they have an episode called Shadow of the Wolf?
I don't know. It's going to be on Creations.
Yeah.
What about that alternate face though?
Does that just pop on the front of them? Like, what is it?
That's a good question, John. I didn't really look through all the pictures to see how it fits on there, but I wonder if it's a mask or if it's
like, is it a mask or if you
it
pop off the pink head and put the blue one on? You know what I mean?
I think Gary's saying yes, he wants this, even though he's saying no. He's just throwing everybody off so you don't run over there and buy him up before he gets an opportunity.
See both
remembers the Xbox Burger King game. He sneaks around.
I do not remember that.
I don't either.
I don't know what he's talking about. He just makes stuff up.
Yeah, probably. That looks like a mask. Jonathan thinks it's a mask. All right, and then this guy is Mythic
Horus. Or is it a no? It's not a Horus. Horus was an owl, right?
No, I forget what the guy's name is, but
the vulture dude, whatever the vulture one was. Yeah.
When I saw this, I was like, are they making more
what's this from Moon Knight?
Yeah, Moon Knight and stuff. But it could be cool to use with like your Moon Knight, or what if this guy something like this is the new villain for the new Mummy movie?
Here we go. Egyptian vulture god is Nekbet.
Osiris.
It
looks cool.
According to this, it says Nekbet was the vulture god.
Okay, well, this guy's name is Osiris.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is that right there? Doesn't look.
Looks cool. I mean, all their stuff does look really cool. I just can't wait 5 years for it.
Right.
Yeah.
Jonathan said.
This is for all you Hot Toys collectors. This is the 1/6 scale Predator Badlands and half of a robot figure.
Speaking of waiting 2 years.
Yeah.
Did you see the release date?
No. Is it 2 years from now?
July 2027.
So did you see that like Sideshow or Hot Toys or whatever is having a deal that if you buy one Hot Toy for like $300, you pick up a second one, either Quill or Tony Stark?
No,
Yeah. So 2 figures that they don't want to end up at Ross, I'm guessing.
Probably.
This is kind of crazy, yeah. Looks a lot like the movie.
Oh, it's an incredible looking figure. I just don't understand if they've got that much detail, unless that's all digital render. How can they not have it till 2027?
It's interesting too because like all the Hot Toy figures come on basically the same body, right? Except for they just different heads and arms and whatever.
Well, the skeleton underneath is the same, right?
Yeah. So I think that's a little.
Does he come with 2 different heads, or is that 2 different mouths? Like, does the mouth pop off and you put a new mouth on, or is it 2 different heads?
I don't know.
Because it shows it like just the mouths. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think the mouth moves.
No, it doesn't move. Definitely not. There's no articulation.
So you think that they're probably a different head sculpture?
You see in that second picture, like the first picture on the top left has the helmet. The second one shows closed mouth on top and open mouth below. So it's like, does that mean you pull the mouth off, like the face?
Well, do you think it's the entire face? Like, haven't they been doing the whole face thing?
Yeah, the face comes off and to put a new face on.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. I mean, it seems like this figure would be easy to do the face removal, right? Because there's definite like stitch points or whatever.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm holding out for the NECA one, but they don't have any updates on when that one's coming out either.
Yeah, no, but that looked really. I have a picture of it from Comic-Con. It looked really cool. I didn't even know what it was.
It actually looks better than the one in the movie did. That's funny. Kind of does. He's right a little bit.
This is the 1/12 scale, just short of being a real 6-inch action figure. Hiya Toys Drago. So the ring thing says 6.5 inches. Somebody showed a picture of how these highest scale next to other figures, and they're typically a little bit shorter. So this guy is a little bit taller, so maybe he reaches the height of a classified or whatever. But I'm just like $99.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of stuff here, like,
Yeah, you get cloth shorts and a jacket, right?
Yeah, weights, part of a ring, type of thing. Yeah. It's not really a corner, doesn't look like. But I wonder if those ropes move. Like, can you pose him like walking through the ropes?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Spread them out like
yeah. I bet they do.
Yeah. Man, I went back and watched this. This movie was great when I was a kid, and we were all like, "Yeah, that was awesome." But I went and watched it like a year or two ago as an adult, and it was like, "Oh my gosh, this is one of the most boring films I've ever seen."
Ouch!
It takes forever to get going. It's like, it's been an hour and a half. We haven't even got to the fight yet. It's like, what the heck?
Well, there's a lot of training involved.
Yeah, it's like training for an hour. It's like,
and then they have to smack talk each other.
Yeah.
All right. If you're a popcorn bucket person and you like Five Nights at Freddy's, there's a bucket full of buckets.
On Dino's channel.
Now here's the thing.
I know this guy.
Now check this out. This is the only reason why these are really up here. This popcorn bucket that looks like a stage.
Is that really a whole popcorn bucket? That's weird.
Yeah,
do you get those figures?
Yeah, they're attached. So like
wow,
it's sort of curved, and then there's like the bucket is the back wall. It's like got a space in the back wall, right?
Yeah.
So that's where the popcorn goes. But I'm just thinking, like, because of the lights, is it worth like saying, I wonder if I can break those figures off and put my Cold Slither up there?
Use it as a stage for Cold Slither. Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
Maybe they unscrew from the bottom. You don't know.
Yeah. Of course, if you break them off, you're devaluing it, and John will like get upset.
Oh, I know. I'd be so mad. Is that top one like a Pizza Hut?
I think it's.
You know the Pizza Hut party box they got right now, where it has 3 drawers, and you slide out the breadsticks, then you have 2 pizzas that slide out.
I have not had a pizza from anywhere for a long time.
For a long time.
That sounds very interesting to me. A pizza box with drawers.
Yeah, it's currently at Pizza Hut. You get 2 medium pizzas of your choice, and then breadsticks and stuff in the bottom, and it slides out. It's like a Christmas pack that you're supposed to bring to a party, and like everyone can slide out.
Have you ordered it?
No, I haven't ordered it yet. I don't know.
I kind of feel like it would get greasy and like.
But it looks kind of like that. You know what I mean? So I was like, is that a Pizza Hut party box with a bear attached to it? You know what I mean?
You think will they be delivering for Thanksgiving dinner?
Pizza Hut? I don't know.
Yeah.
Do they stay open on Thanksgiving?
No, I have no idea. I'm just messing around.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right. Here are the KITH figures. We'll kind of just go through them since we kind of already talked about the KITH. So basically with the Wolverine KITH logo on the box, you got KITH as part of it.
That's a cool like slash effect, but with the KITH logo on the slash effect, you're like, why would I ever use the slash effect now? You're ruined.
Only one of the effects has the logo.
Oh, that's not one piece with it in an X. Oh, I see in the packaging. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, so
There's two of them.
So you have a clean one, and then you have the other one. It is a cool effect, but I mean, and you already said you're not paying $135 on the secondary market.
I didn't want to pay $40 originally either. So
yeah. All right, and then Captain America, Kith, he's green.
It's the same thing. The deflection of the power says Kith on it. So why would you use that if you can't use that effect?
Well, unless you're a fan, right?
Yeah, why not? That's what you're paying for, right?
Now, has Captain America come with 2 thumbs ups before?
I don't know.
Or is that like a new thing for this?
Oh, does it look like it was in the game?
I don't know.
It said Kith in the game?
No, come on.
I mean,
but was he green? And did he have 2 thumbs up?
Yeah. Because I think in the game there was 2 different versions of each one. Like if you could play the blue one, but if I wanted to play Captain America,
so maybe there was a green version.
His alternate skin with green, right?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
All right. And then this guy got Kith on the back of his outfit.
Yeah, see, that makes more sense. That's a better place to put it than on the special effect.
Then it's not for you.
So if I were to get this, is his name Kith or Ryu?
Maybe it's
Ryu. It's
Kith Ryu?
Yeah, Kith Ryu.
Okay.
Is it Ryu or Ryu?
I don't know. We got to get the pronunciation police.
Yeah, Jonathan, is it Ryu or Ryu?
And then Mega Man. And his Kith right on his chest. Do you like the placement product?
I don't mind this one, yeah. I'm just saying I don't think it looks good on it looks better printed on the figure than it does on the special effect.
Yeah. So the black I agree, the black gi did look good on this. So
yeah, it looks great.
It does look good. So
the Mega Man faces look good too. I like the face. This is a good Mega Man.
Yeah. All right. So those were the Kith figures. We had a long conversation about collectibles and stuff like that. So if you join us now, we did have a really good kind of conversation about that earlier. All right. SH Figure Arts. Did his robe look really oversized in the movie too, right?
Kind of did, yeah.
Like,
now that I think about
hey,
it,
Anakin, why are you wearing that robe? Well, it used to belong to my dad. It's the only thing I have of his, so I'm going to keep wearing it. But I mean, he was much taller than you. Yeah, it's okay.
It's okay.
I'll take it off.
Like him.
I'll take it off if I get into a fight.
Dramatically take it
off. This is kind of one of the reasons I don't really like soft goods that much. I just don't. I guess his thing did look big in the movie, but I feel like it really
doesn't look this big though. I mean, come on, cloth goods always look weird on a 6-inch figure. They just kind of do something,
Yeah.
Most of the time, yeah.
All right, and then you got these Clone Wars versions or whatever, the cartoon versions.
They look really good. Really like the cartoon. That's
cool. They do. They look really great. All right, and then, but are you going to buy these?
No.
Okay. We got some more SH Figure Arts. They must have had some sort of a convention going on because it seemed like a whole bunch of stuff came out. Nobody buys any of this stuff.
They're cool.
Yeah, they look great, but no.
It's just not my thing.
Now, I have a problem with the articulation on Jackie Chan.
The legs?
Yeah.
Is it a knee pad? What is the
I feel like I'm looking at one of those anatomy drawings.
Yeah.
Where it's showing like the ligaments or something like that. I mean, I know that they're trying to like do something different here so you can get them into a wild pose, but it does look a little off.
Yeah. It's almost like, you'd almost wonder if by now they could have figured out some way to like I don't know. Like, I guess it would interfere when you close the legs, right? Like I was wondering, can you stick like a flexible piece of rubbery plastic or something like on the inner thigh that kind of makes it look like it goes up to the crotch?
I don't think SH Figure Arts has any flexible style of plastic that they use.
They don't do that.
I think
because I'm just like, is there a way that you could design? I mean, I guess just even in theory, is there a way you could design the figure to have parts that flap over the joints like that, so that when it's in one of these poses, it kind of looks like he's wearing plastic pants? You know what I mean?
I always wondered if like
that interfere when you make the legs go straight, though.
This would be okay. So I'm going by what you were asking, John. So imagine like the pelvis part was just smooth inside, right? And but it was like metal, but colored, like with a plastic overlay. And then where the top of the legs were smooth, ball shaped with like a ball magnet in it. And then the ball magnet would stick to the metal.
Wherever you used it.
And you can move it, right? Like it would hold it in place. I wonder if that's ever been tried or whatever.
That would be like mixing materials, right? You'd have to have a metal frame inside the plastic. Yeah,
because you could do something like that on the shoulders too, and then like the arm blade would come off, whatever, right? More easily. You wouldn't be worried about breaking them. But I think a soft, flexible piece in there would be a breaking point. It's kind of like, have you seen?
And then like I'm saying, it might work for certain poses, but then you'd have the problem of when he's standing straight up, it's in the way. You know what I mean? Like,
Have you seen the that joint that they have now where like the two ball pegs kind of move so that the leg will shift down a little bit?
Yeah.
To me, it makes it harder to like take the legs off of the figure even after you like heat them up and whatever, just because I'm very worried that piece is going to break.
I got you.
Yeah. But anyways, I the face sculpt.
Articulation himself.
You saw that Jackie Chan at his age probably has some articulation issues.
I want a V3.
Who is this?
Yeah.
No, I don't want this Kamen Rider, but I want the V3.
Yeah.
That's like my favorite one. So I'm always kind of like hoping like I'm gonna see some new figure, and then I'll be able.
How many have they done of Kamen Rider so far?
I don't know.
You don't know, yeah.
I don't know. You got to remember, when I watched Kamen Rider when we lived overseas, I did not understand anything that they said.
That's right.
I only watched it for like the action stuff.
The action stuff, yeah.
Check out that
When
dragon.
did that come over to the States? Was that after Power Rangers they brought Kamen Rider over, or did Kamen come over first?
Kamen Rider, I think, came over after the Power Rangers came over
because of the Power Rangers.
They thought they would
everything.
Yeah. Lightning's gonna strike again. Now it's interesting because I do think that in Hawaii they actually got import shows that the rest of the states didn't necessarily get.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, that could be.
Monster Arts Godzilla. Is today Godzilla Day?
What? Is it? I don't know.
I thought today was Godzilla Day. Did you guys see the new trailer for
they have a trailer for
season
Zero? They have a trailer teaser thing for Zero now.
Yeah, they have a teaser for that Monarch season 2 also on Apple TV Plus with Kurt Russell and.
Oh yeah, Guyver was great. I loved Guyver. Yeah, Guyver was good.
Yeah,
Guyver. He just got an award, right? Mark Hamill.
The movie one, yeah. But Mark Hamill was in the movie, wasn't he? Yeah.
No, I'm saying Mark Hamill just got some award in Georgia, some lifetime achievement award somewhere.
Did he? Yeah.
Yeah.
Was he in the live action?
He was in that live action Guyver, the first one. Yeah.
Wasn't he? Yeah.
Not his best role, but he was in.
No, yeah, never, yeah.
And what is that?
Like these?
No, these are terrible. Why would anyone get that?
My grandson has one on his backpack.
I'm sure.
Like the furry ones, but I'm thinking
Everybody has these now. It's like
yeah,
they're the worst. They're like the new Funko Pop.
yeah. But this looks pretty cool. But I'm sure this is going to be expensive.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, and then I
It's
think
only
these
a
are
matter of time before they have Star Wars ones, Marvel. There's going to be Spider-Man ones, Hulk ones. Like they're just going to take over. It's going to be like Funko Pop all over again. You're going to be
yeah. So these are reissues.
Oh.
And you know, there's a problem because where is it? I have that guy.
Oh,
but he does not match height-wise with the Evolution Toys versions where I have the rest of the team. So I now have to go out and get the Evolution Toys version of number 1 there.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Gotta catch them all.
And then motorcycle.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Might be interested in that. It's probably going to be a little bit small, but you know what you could do with this motorcycle? You can paint it and it can go with that 1970s Captain America.
There you go.
Oh, nice.
I could see that looking like a good Captain America bike. Yeah.
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 And then in an episode of, hey, where'd it go? In the Drop Zone, Boss Fight Studios Epic Hacks supposedly dropped the Creature Wave 1, which included Frankenstein and this robot. But when you click on the Drop Zone, it only comes up with like other figures from Boss Fight, and the Frankenstein is nowhere to be found. So I went back to social media and found a couple of people who were sharing the direct link for the Frankenstein on Entertainment Earth, and I got the page not found. And I like Entertainment Earth's page not found because it says not even Doctor Strange knows where it is or something like that.
Yeah. Snapped out of existence. Yeah.
That's what that is.
So it was really interesting because, you know, I do like the Boss Fight figures, and I'd be in for this Frankenstein because it looks actually pretty cool. But
aren't those figures like 5-inch? Aren't they not 6-inch?
No, these are 1/12 scale. And I'll show you. Let's see. I'll go to Entertainment Earth.
While you're looking at that, I got notification that do you remember us highlighting the Court of the Dead?
Okay.
One? I got that. It came in.
Oh, nice.
I pre-ordered it when we read it the day that we talked about it, actually. It's in my pile of
previous Drop Zones stuff. What happened?
Frankenstein.
Hold on, it's pronounced Frankenstein.
Frankenstein. Here we go.
Yes, hold on. Okay, let me see if I can find it on here because it's not showing me over there anymore.
Oh yeah, Megaforce. Yeah, Barry Boswick. Yeah.
Oh, you know what? They got rid of all the previous Drop Zone stuff because it used to be like right there where you saw the boss fight stuff, and it had that exact picture. I took that screenshot this morning. It was showing that you click on it, and then it was not going. It was just showing a whole bunch of other Boss Fight studios, but it wasn't showing the Frankenstein or the robot. So I wonder if that was like a mistake on Entertainment Earth's part.
So where'd it go?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they weren't supposed to be releasing it yet because it's not even on Big Boss Fight Studios website.
Have you made a Barry Boswick from Megaforce?
A what?
Burn? Megaforce for Barry Boswick figure.
What's Megaforce?
With your customs?
You didn't see Megaforce when you were a kid?
What is Megaforce?
It was an action film that was really bad and funny from 1982.
No, I don't know. I'd have to like refresh my memory. It doesn't sound familiar.
Seems like a Barry Boswick figure would have been right up your alley. All right.
So
1982.
the legendary barbarian figure went up for sale at the Mythic Legion's Four Horsemen website and immediately proceeded to sell out. So if you had your hopes set on getting the Barbarian, hopes are now deflated.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, so they had this the Jersey Mike guy. Oh, the Jersey Devil.
Yeah.
And then they had the elephant man thing.
That elephant guy comes with a hell of a lot of accessories, doesn't he?
Well, he's got
Look,
second arms. He's got a bunch of hands. He's got all his jewelry.
Yeah.
Ear jewelry.
Bananas.
Yeah. Oh, he does have bananas.
They heard us talking.
You know what? Those were not in the picture earlier.
No, they just made them right now because of the shit because we talked about bananas.
All right. And then they do have some in-stock stuff. All their figure obscuras are available in limited quantities. If you're interested, you can head on over there.
Is that Santa Claus?
Monkey Kings was already sold out before we started the show.
Father Christmas, the Ghost of Christmas Past.
Oh yeah,
Jacob Marley. Does he come with chains? Does Jacob Marley?
It comes with a lot of stuff.
He comes with a lot. Yeah,
it's an awesome figure.
Yeah, the Monkey King. I got a Monkey King figure, but not from these guys. They're pretty.
Yeah, that Monkey King figure is already sold out. So
I used to watch the Monkey King when I was a kid.
All right, and then this was gonna be an episode of What's the Point, but then I realized what the point was. So they had this Phantom Corps Command Unit Monster Force figure that if you went and found them at the convention, you could pre-order it. And the way they would do it is you would just tell the guy your email address that's associated with your Big Bad Toy Store account, and he added it to your pre-order list for you at the convention. And now the figure is just available for pre-order. And then I was like, so what was the point of going through all that and getting this pre-order besides getting this cool Phantom Corps ghost pin for free? Then I looked at the price points. Ordering it at the convention, it was $39.99.
Oh.
So it was a $10 savings to like go ahead and order it ahead of time at the convention. So
and they didn't change any of the accessories. You get all this stuff with it.
Yeah. So basically, it's the same figure. You get everything.
Because again, that's a ton of accessories. Look at all.
Yeah, for $40, that's not bad considering the Monster Force line is basically that. Anyways, you're getting basically like 3 heads, right? You got 2 hats, a helmet. You got like the mask piece. You got like all the armor pieces, different names, plates on there. You got the weapons with, a bunch of hands. So pretty good set.
Yeah. Wow.
And then how could we end the Hot or Not section without everybody spending their final pennies on something from McFarane Toys? So this is the 1/6 scale Hulk coming soon to a Ross near you. No, I don't.
From the Rivals comic? Why would you do that comic?
I don't know. Because it's different. And you can.
I bet that's huge.
It looks.
It's a 1/6 scale, so it's probably going to be like 14 inches, I'm guessing.
Well, it's already the Hulk, so you're,
14, 15.
Jeez, yeah.
So,
like I said, I'm still waiting on the Hano Toys, the Hano Studios Hulk is the next Hulk I will buy.
Yeah, and I did notice. I was looking at Walmart and I saw some Blokes figures, actually Transformers and stuff, going for $5 on their.
Yeah, there's a big display of them for $5. Yeah,
$5. So
I just got a call today from Dino about that, and I have to run down and take a look.
Yeah. Oh, he was at Walmart.
Yeah, and he said there's a big display of blockies from Transformers for $5, and people were loading their carts up to resell them. He goes, I saw the guy on eBay trying to. And he's like, as he's putting them in the cart, I think he's listed them or whatever.
So I'm curious. I'm curious about this. Can the pronunciation police let me know? Was it blockies or blokes?
Yeah, are they blockies or blokies?
Blockies.
Or blokes?
I didn't say blokies. I said blokes.
But there's 2 E's on the end, isn't it?
I don't know, but one
Isn't
of them
it Blokee?
Blokes. Hey, blokes.
Yeah, it's BLOKEES.
Yeah, there's 2 E's, so that would at least be blokey or blocky.
Blow. blokes. Well, the first E makes the O have the hard consonant sound, right? So O, it would sound like O, so it's got to be bloke. So it's either bloke as or blokes.
Well, there's no S on the end, right?
Yeah, isn't there S on the
Isn't
end?
it BLOKEE?
No, I thought there's an S on the end. No?
Yeah, isn't it? Yeah.
I don't have one in front of me. I don't know. I don't know.
All right, so we will decipher the English language another time. All right, so now that we've spent another Saturday spending all your money for the weekend, talking about all the action figures that excited everybody over the week.
What do you want from Disney? I'll be at Disney on Monday.
All right, cool. So if you guys need anything from Disney World, just send John a direct message and he'll pick everything up and he'll ship it from a post office right there in Orlando before he leaves to head home.
No, that won't happen.
He'll put it in his car and hopefully nobody will break in.
Yes, that's what will happen. Yeah.
All right, and hopefully no hurricanes roll through.
Oh my goodness.
No, it's freezing out right now, so I don't think that'll happen.
All right. All right. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We really appreciate it, and we'll see you next time on the Toy Duo Team. I was going to go, on the Toy Duo Team, but somebody made fun of me once for making that voice.
Well, it's better. I got a comment on one of my videos a long time ago that said I sounded like a deranged Kermit the Frog. And I didn't know if that was a good thing or a bad thing, so I didn't respond. I'm just like, okay, whatever. And I
everybody.
stopped me from doing videos. I kept making videos, even though
with your Kermit voice,
even though I sound like a deranged Kermit the Frog. So
I was wondering why you never responded to my message.
Why you didn't reply back?
That was you, Vern.
All right, guys. Have a good weekend.
Stay awesome, everybody.
Look at that. They didn't even add.
When you don't know what new is coming, but you fear you might miss out. Just sit right back, just relax and watch you listen. The Toy Duo Team brings you what you need. The toy news you didn't